Hold on, chat. Hold on. I just poured hot chocolate. Give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Here we go. Ugh. My wonderful live chat. Hold. Hold. Hold on to something. Hold on to something. Grasp some object in your room. I just finished my hot chocolate. Unfortunately, I stumbled a little bit when I was walking with it, so I have a little bit dribbled down the side. I'm a little sad because now the cup, which is a white cup, is a little stained. Like, it's not stained, but I mean, it doesn't look as nice. I have hot chocolate today. God forbid a man get a little cozy. God forbid we get a little cozy in this damn house. My wonderful live chat. How you guys doing? Hello! It's the Failboat stream, starring Failboat, co-starring chat. Some might argue otherwise. Hello! I lived! That's right! I lived! I think this is the I think this is the song that I took Tylenol to last stream.
What is this song?
I think the last time I played this song, I took Tylenol.
It was 75
Yeah,
degrees
this is Mario and
today.
Sonic
Why do you have
OST.
hot chocolate?
Hello! I couldn't hear you guys. Wait. Hold on. Tylenol, yes. I love how I started the stream and 20 people left. I can't hear you guys talking. Hold on. Well, kill the music. Talk again. Is it happening again?
Dan, look, the YT is gone from my name.
Oh, you're just really quiet. There we go. Oh, Hayden, you got rid of the YT. Congratulations, dude. Hold on, wait. This'll do. Wait, give me something a little bit more showy. That'll do nicely.
Steve.
My wonderful live chat. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I love when I spend a little bit of time on stream setup and people leave. It's like, I can go back to the black screen if you like. That's chill and fine and wonderful by me. I'm gonna leave the stream running and see how many suckers stick around. Well, today my wonderful live chat, we got a wonderful little fan game that I want to play for you guys. This is the second episode, but don't worry. I'll briefly recap what you missed yesterday. I can't believe Deltarin's gonna be coming out in a day or two. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm just stirring my hot chocolate. I'm getting a little whimsical. I'm getting a little goddamn whimsical. When's the last time you guys had hot chocolate? If the answer was not in the last week, change that. Treat yourself a little. That song's changing. Hold on. That song's too dramatic. Okay, or do it again. That's a little bit more. A few weeks ago? Good. No, I'm good. Change your outlook on life. Have a little bit more whimsy. Oh, now the cup's like oddly stained with chocolate. Whoops. Well, anyway. Wonderful live chat. How you guys doing? Wait,
Hey,
there we go.
June 11th is my birthday.
Hey!
So is it possible for you to stream then?
I don't know about that. Let me check a ye old calendar. Let's see. Let me see if I can slot that
Pesky
in.
and Lorne.
Probably not. I'm really bad at scheduling things. Actually, I will be doing a stream that day, or a recording that day. I don't know if it's a recording or a stream. Hayden, are we doing a recording or a stream? I'm doing a collaboration.
Stream on my birthday, funny man.
There we go. Wait, no, that was him that said it. That was not a both, and you can stream it.
But
Okay,
you
gotcha.
can stream it.
Gotcha. I might do just that. Well, let me have a little sip of the old hot chocolate here. Oh, by the way, Hayden, talk again. Talk again, you wonderful man. I tested out a new chatty thing.
Hello.
Hey, there we go. I have set it up, but I might change this in the future because I want to probably prevent the chat from being like super spammed. Maybe I'll just make the rate higher instead of guaranteed. But right now I have it rigged up so all VIPs get insta-red. But I think that's too powerful. I probably want to make it like a higher rate or something like that. They're like, oh, if a friend shows up, it'd be cool if they like talked. I realized I can actually change a lot of chatty stuff. Yeah, like the bias is almost too strong though. The bias is like really strong. I shouldn't make it like that strong. Hold on 1 second. Let me have a sip of hot chocolate. Get this thing hot.
Failboat you.
Holy, that's like very hot chocolate. Well, we will come back to that when it's not scorching. We'll leave that out in the wilderness for a little bit. Wonderful live chat. How you guys doing?
Quickly going to make you reconsider all of your VIPs.
Yeah, I probably should go back through my VIPs. But again, the bias of every message is too strong considering how it's meant to incentivize like donations. So maybe I should make that not like insane. You know what? Hold on. The fact that it's working. Hayden, thank you for accidentally testing the code. Let me now remove it. That's gonna get like too biasy. That's gonna, the entire point of chatty is to have like
Lol.
chat talking, but also like some incentive to donate. But if you just like rule the chat, if you just say one message per 10 seconds, that is gonna completely weight how chatty works. I'm just gonna nuke it. Let me just nuke this part of the code. Wait, hold on. Let me just like if I just like nuke this. Oh, that causes an error in the code. So let's put like is VIP is underscore VIP equals false. That way it never triggers. Wait. If VIP else equals that. Okay, good. Yes, and save, and then run the code again. Thank you, Aiden, for testing my code, and then immediately getting silenced. I will adjust that in the future, but I think that bias is too strong. It's good, but it's too strong. I like the concept. Actually, what I wanted to do and wanted to mess around with, and I don't know how far I'll go into this idea, but I realized that I can have chatty pull the metadata of the live chat, and I can make it so if a mod talks, then I could have like a mod chatty like appear in the bottom left. So it's like a chat with like a baseball bat and like sunglasses with like the suit on. I'm like, oh, I'd be sick. Or like an artist, like a VIP talk. I can make it like a cool looking chatty. I'm like, that's fun. Not only was Failboat murdered, but so was I. See, I'll read I'll be your chatty. Let me just. Ooh, hell yeah. Wait, before we get started today, dude, I'm in a conversational mood. It's 10 p.m. I start yapping past like 9. I start yapping past 1 a.m. Customizable chatty for every single viewer. Wait! Remember those chatties you guys all drew? There's a world where I could do something like that. Hold on. I'm not going to do that right now. That's so insane to, like, make personalized one chatty per person. But I'm like, hold on a second. I can randomize the chatty talking. Wait, that's actually kind of chill. That's actually draw your own chatty. I can't allow that. That's too much power for you guys to have. But the concept is crazy. We're going to put that one in the old back brain pocket. Dresses don't have pockets. My brain does, though. With all the folds in it. You guys ever heard of Marvel versus Capcom 2? In my everlasting fight to find new music for videos instead of just asking Noteblock for new music and videos, I find songs that are like this, that are like, and then it goes, wait, hold on, wait.
Failboat approved chatty art. They're drawn chatty when their message is read.
Like, ow! This song is awesome, dude. I gotta do more Marvel vs. Capcom music. This one just came on randomly when I was just like jamming. His music is, oh, it's so good. A little more hot chocolate. Holy moly, that is so hot. How you guys doing tonight? I was playing some D&D earlier. My character sold his soul to the devil. How's your guys' Monday? An elegant man. What? It's D&D. You know it. You know the vibes. Wait, hold on. Wait. Because it goes like...
Pretty good.
Damn, that's good. Damn, that's good. All right, my wonderful live chat. This is what I pop into. What's up, Kiana? Amazingly, I mentioned D&D and it just spawns people. That's great. Wonderful live chat. Today, we're going to be playing...
My charger died to a platypus.
Today, we're going to be playing a little bit more. Failboat has been murdered. By the goddamn rhythm. This beautiful melody. We're gonna be playing a little bit more of this wonderful fan game. It's been incredible so far. I'll give you guys the recap on it in a second. Oh, the music's conflicting. However, what we're gonna do, first and foremost, I'm going to stop this music. God, what a song. God, what a song. Now I'm gonna play the intro, so don't forget it. Well, good morning, good night, good afternoon, viewers, Canadian time zone, and this is Failboat's YouTube. Dog, I love how once again, immediately I'm like, all right, guys, let's stop yapping. Let's stop yapping and actually play the video game. I lost 40 people. Do you guys just want IRL streams? Look at that load time. Oh my gosh. I'll just do IRL streams, dude. I need some viewers, goddamn. All right, so here's what happened in the last stream, right?
That would be so cool.
So I guess I have it. I can't go outside this room to show you guys, but
Hi,
this
YouTube.
is a Failboat fan game. Hi, chat. Wrong name. Not what I'm called. Not what I'm called. not what I'm called. Dude, that not what I'm called me. That one got me. That was a funny Twitter
You're
circle.
The VOAT.
Not what I'm called. Failboat. Close, though. Best of all time. Uncle. Last time on Failboat was murdered. Can I, like, open my little logbook here? So, this is a fan game made by actually quite a lot of people. Let me just read the credits for this game real quick, because I feel it would be doing injustice to not. This is a fan game created by oh heavens, hold on 1 second. I like the cost is 1003. It's still free to download if you so desire. Here are the credits. There we go. By Mel right now, the Maglorian, Cal's Compositions, Bagel Bennett 087, Beyond the Sky, Versities
Hello,
and
Boaty Man. I figured
ABRTQ.
I'd pop in and say hi
Hello.
before succumbing to my dreamscapes. So,
Hopefully that means
hi.
sleep.
And bye.
Okay.
Scissor grin scissor.
Have a good night, Golden Macfish. But yeah, so this is a insane, cool fan project with a bunch of the characters throughout the history of my channel all weaved into one. This is kind of our Deltarune pregame. As we get closer to, you know, that dropping in like 2 days. This is a fan game with apparently 6 to 7 hours of playtime. We knocked out about 2 to 3 of it yesterday. What kind of game is this? RPG? It's a murder mystery game, as you can probably imagine by the concept. And they've updated it to have 4K resolution. So finally I can play it without having like weird window issues. But yeah, so far in this narrative, Failboat has died. Then 4 people were at this manor, including a butler character, or not including a butler character, 5 total people. And it's kind of a whodunit situation. They are characters that reference various characters throughout the Failboat, like, lore timeline character process. We got a Pink Sheep character, we got an Aya character, we got a Metopia character in Erica, and we got a Splatoon character in Karina down there. We are playing as Navi, or Navis even, not Navi, Navis. And our goal is to attempt to find out what killed Failboat. At the very end of the last episode, someone attempted to kill Pink Sheep with apparently poison in a shot glass that we thought had been drunken by Failboat. However, that is apparently not the case. Anyway, I'm dead. Let me just hide my head as I do the little bit. Oh, by the way, you guys had a great bit going yesterday. Someone in the chat kept on running the curse every time I stuttered. I really like the idea that this random golden skull obelisk I have next to my desk is causing me to stutter every so often. That's my canonical reason as to why I occasionally stutter when I read text and not because I don't know how to talk. The curse! Anyway, that was a good bit. I'm just gonna keep that going. Send it. All right, find a way out of sight. So we walked up at the second floor of the manor. We went behind a door, and then the door sealed behind us immediately after we walked inside. That's about the current thing here. Keep it up, failure. Huh? This doesn't really sound that motivational. I love that I didn't even read it as that. That's great. Look, Nav, it's a computer. Do you think it contains any evidence? I don't know. I can't seem to get it open. Maybe there's a way to power it on somewhere in this room. Oh, I see
The curse, double exclamation mark.
I see a Failboat logo shaped plug that I'm going to assume has something to do with that. Can I jump out of here? Whoa, what is that? Some kind of window? Maybe? That way is Failboat's room though, not the outside. It's shuttered. Regardless, it seems closed shut right now. I wonder if there's any way to open it. Alright, what else we got here? Oh! Looks like some blank sheets of paper on this desk. That's weird. The lamp seems to be bolted down to the desk. Can't seem to turn it on, though. Oh! Nevis, what's that? Heavens. Karina pointed me towards a small key resting behind the lamp. Oh, thanks, Karina. I don't think I would have spotted that myself. I wonder where this could be used. Interesting. How very interesting. A few documents are scattered across the surface of the desk. Most of them are signatured or signed by Failboat himself, though a few also bear the letter M as their signature. Atop of them is also a pink cassette tape. The label has something written on it, but it's too worn out to read. Wonder if there's a cassette player somewhere I could use to listen to it. Interesting. How very interesting. What we got here? Okay, this is the few documents. Some empty paper. And then the chair is just a normal chair. Okay. Is there an outlet anyway? Can I interact with the outlet specifically? Does not seem I'm getting the prompt to do so. I guess I die here. Wait, no, I was given a key. This contains any evidence. I don't know. I can't seem to get it open. Well, I imagine I can't use a key on the computer. Oh, wait. For the door? This door me and Karina came through. It won't budge now. Is there anything we can do to open it? Yeah, a key. Is that what? Hold on. Hello. Hey, novice. How's everything going? Going well. Glad to hear. Okay, so this is an actual, like, you need some help kind of area. This game's, like, designed well. All right, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Cassette tape. Cassette player. Don't have anything. Computer. Evidence. Can't seem to get it open. There's a way to power it somewhere in this room.
Just subbed on Twitch, by the way. You do great content, BOAT.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Vamda. Or, sorry. Vamad Gaming. Pardon me. The curse. Boys, Failboat's room, not the outside. Regardless, it's closed shut right now. Ah, this is where I use the small key. Understood. What the hell is this? Literally, that's actually what she said. It looks like some kind of a circuit, I think. I wonder if I could use move keys across the circuit. Mini game! Mini game puzzle time. All right. Well, you know them, you love them. Hold on. Light work here. That one has to be, that one goes straight. Oh, I can literally just do that. Okay, there we go. Hacked. Oh, it has a whole circuit board? That turn on the computer? Does that turn on the lamp? Hold on. Let me understand what I just did there. What? Hold on. That. Oh, I get it. I have to get both. I have to get both of them powered on. I'm understanding better now. Oh, heavens. Okay. So that one goes that way. That one goes that way. What the hell? Does it reset me if I don't do it right the first try? Do I have to flip it in a way that both power on at the same time? So that one has to go up that way. Hold on. Wait. I don't know how to power them. They're on, so they both get power to the same. Let me try powering the right one. Hold on. This one, that one, and that one. All right. Ah, here we go. The computer seems powered on. Now, why is there a left option? Cassette player? I don't know. Let me try turning it on. Cute. I was wondering if they're gonna. Wow, you got the classic bangers in here. Man, you're referencing a lot of stuff from like early Failboat content. That's wild. It's open. Is there anything interesting on it? Ah. Let's see. No shot, dude. Can I move my mouse around? Oh no, okay. It's weird. Access to the file explorer has been blocked off. Doesn't look like it seems. It doesn't seem like it's connected to the internet either. What about that file with the lock icon? The suspicious lock icon. Seems to only be the curse. It seems to only the curse. It seems to be the only thing accessible. Let's see. Double click. It opened. That space looks like you can write something in. Wait, Navis, do you think, you don't think, that could be related to the door, maybe? You're right. I don't know why you're right. Maybe inputting the right code could unlock it back. But is it to figure out what it is? I don't know what kind of Python code I got rigged up to make it open a door when I input a password. That lock sucks. To input a password, press the action key and write out 6 characters in the box. When not inputting a password, press the journal button to take control of Navis. Oh, sorry, it's 6 characters? Failboat. Purple. Chatty. This doesn't seem to do anything. I gotta see if I can hack my own computer. Beam attack. What? I'm trying to think. Chat. Let's see if we can. If we can hack the computer. Ploopy. Hold on. You're right. This doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, not Ploopy. Beam attack doesn't fit.
Hacking.
Father. This doesn't seem to do anything. It also might have capitalization. I don't know. Moom, that's 4 characters. It's a Ploopy, but with an exclamation point. Okay, hold on. Is it literally just Daniel? This doesn't seem to do anything. Me when I set my password as my first name? What about my actual password? Okay. Kirby? Oh, good shots though. Good shots though. I just want to make sure I did same prompt to pop appears there. Pastas. Probably not. All right, I'm not sure if it's going well. No, I gotta go like early.
Win car.
Win car. I gotta go like early career, like Failboat, Scythe.
Check the room.
Ooh, I will check the room. But like, what if? Chat. What if the idea is simple? It's interesting to see if I can hack my own computer. That's fun. Maybe the lamp reveals something for the password. Ooh, I like the idea. I like the idea. Yeah, wake up. I guess. Okay. We're kind of at the end of like my iconic 6-letter things. Trying to think if there's any other. Put in your actual password. That was already a joke I made. Trying to think if there's any other thing that comes to mind. Kirby was a good one. How to test. Yeah. I don't know if people are starting to recommend things that are not 6 letters. Yeah, Chatty was a good one. I like Chatty. Friday actually might get there. Because that's an old reference. This is the last one I'll try. Nah, okay. Well, let's actually play the game. What do we got here? The lamp is closed. Oh, the lamp is closed. Misread what that said. Oh, okay. I understand what's going on here. Turn that on, look at the lamp. Power should have been restored to the side of the room. I wonder if I can get the lamp on. There we go. Okay, here we go. Whoa, Navis, look. Did the lamp make that text appear? Must have been written in some type of invisible ink or something. I wonder what that text could mean. Okay. So, oh, I see. Mashad, but written with a 1. Okay, we weren't getting these. We weren't getting these at all. So I can.
What do the numbers mean?
I can see a couple things here. Bottom left of the middle page, or bottom of the main page, is a Metopia reference, included in the password too. Then WK0D31. Is that like a Failboat 103 like anagram? Meets Pierre. I'm gonna assume it's M1CHAU. Hold on. Let's see what we understood. Chat, remember that password. Hold on, let me lock in. There we go, and then M1CHAU. This doesn't seem to do anything. Damn! I thought that was it because I see like a little sigil there. Hold on, let me take a better look at this. Whoops, not what I was trying to type in. Not what I'm called. I saw like a little box there I was trying to back out of. Maybe take a screenshot of the papers. I get it. There's a bunch of shapes next to it. I'm going to assume that's square. I thought that square was supposed to hold an icon of one of these things. But no, I think it's literally just the thing in the top left. D808V0. I'm going to just, right, hold on 1 second.
D808VO.
Yeah, thank you. Hold on. D808, whoops. 808V0. Oh. Oh, is it like lowercase sensitive? Damn, I locked this thing up tight. This is not accurate to how well I lock up my actual computers. There we go. Ding. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. If this was really me, it would be the same password every time. Oh, no, the door doesn't seem to be unlocked anymore, does it? Wait, Novice, look. The icon above the password changed. Oh, you're right. Does that mean that we have to input a new password? Maybe so, yeah. Wouldn't hurt to try it, would it? Agreed. Let's get to it then. Okay, just out of curiosity, does it change? Okay. Chat! I'm gonna need you guys to have photographic memory or a photograph. Specifically. I need you guys to lock in for a second. We're not gonna do a screenshot. I'm just gonna use my live chat because I think that'd be very funny. That's a funny way of doing it. Well, you guys.
I'm sorry, Father.
Get that together. Why? Why not just complete the puzzle? Because I imagine it's gonna change again. Suba 77. And bam, bam, bam. At least this puzzle's easy. All right. Hot cocoa good? Oh, you know it. Okay. It was Suba 77.
Wait, the icons match.
Ding! There we go. Okay, now we got star. Chat, you're up.
77, star 49 wrote 6 grams, triangle UI 3 war.
Sure, you just got that one unlocked though. Okay. 49 RT 6G. Thank you, Super 64 Gamer. Ding ding. That makes 3. Well, on to the when the screen turns off. Huh? But what? Did we run out of power? I'm not sure. Maybe we should check the circuit. Whoa! A mysterious shadow of Aya's voice. Hello, Navis. Aya, you're here. Yes, well, I figured you two had been up here for a while now, so I came in to check. Is everything okay in there? I guess so. Yeah, but we're stuck. Me and Navis went in to investigate the study, but the door got locked behind us. Wait, Aya, if you're here right now, does that mean you left Sasha downstairs alone? What? Of course not. Who do you take me for? Oh, okay. No, I'm here. Sasha! I got a little bit of my strength back, I think. I'm the one who insisted we come see you. Can you believe him? Even after I told him you were upstairs, he still insisted I was the one he used as a crutch the whole way. Oh, he still insisted I was the one he used as a crutch the whole way, you know. Now, Sasha, right outside this door, there has to be a way to use that to your advantage. Is there any way you two can unlock the door from outside? There doesn't seem to be a lock on this side. It's almost as if the door was welded on its frame. Is there perhaps any way you two could leave from somewhere else? Somewhere else. Pretty carefully scoured around the room, even the curse. Wait, Navis, is that? Come here. Oh! What are you two up to in there? You find... Heavens, did you find something? Hold on, we'll be right back. The mysterious trapdoor? What's up? Look at that, on the ground. Is that a trap door? How did we never notice it? With all these documents scattered on the ground, I suppose we must have missed it. It's locked, though. Oh, man. It was good to hope, I guess. Guess we're gonna be stuck in here forever and die. Still, I wonder where it could have led. Anyway, we should probably tell Aya we didn't find a way out. Agreed. I feel like we could just, I don't know, pry it open, but we're back. We couldn't find any other way out. No. We did find a computer earlier, which could be connected to the door, though. I see. I think we'll keep trying at it for now. All right, then. In that case, we'll wait you by the door. If anything comes up, we won't be far. All right, thank you both. We'll do our best. All right, so this is locked firmly. Let's talk. This got shut. I wonder if anything happened to the circuit. Oh, the shutter closed down again. Is it locked? It doesn't seem to be. Hold on, let me just... Oh! It's just me, or did the circuit get bigger? No, it definitely didn't. It looks like you can power up a third thing now, too. I wonder what it could be. Anyway, looks like I'll have to solve that one before we make any progress. All right, wish me luck, then. Okay, third thing, understood. Let's dance, huh? This part seems straightforward. You go like this, and then like this, and then like this. I just teased it. Hold on. Did that work? Hold on. Let me make sure I did that right. Hold on. This one that goes down there. Bam, bam, bam. Excuse me. All right, done. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Now maybe the door. Okay, maybe the poster. Ah, there's a faint glow behind here. There we go. Wonder if I could peel off a corner. Oh, dog, it's the whole goddamn escape room. There's a computer screen on a wall behind the chat. Chat, get on there. Chat. Chat. Lock it in, chat. Someone remember this for me. I don't want to take a screenshot. I think it's funnier to use you guys. Chat, translate. Thank you, Super Gamer. Chat, shoot the screen. Instructions not clear. Some numbers are flashing on the screen. Must be related to the codes we found. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me understand what's happening on the computer now. It's gonna be a multi-stage process. Oh, that pipe is broken, dog. All right. I did it. Then we go like this and like this and like this, like this, that, bam, bap. All right, talk to me. It's a heart. All right, chat. Translate heart. Oh, okay, chatty. Translate the heart password with the cipher that we just got.
Hot chatty.
Close, so close. No, and you're valid. Hold on. Let me grab this. Oh, this is complicated. Hold on. Let me grab. I will grab your message from the chat. Whoop. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I broke my whole computer. Let me grab this message and I'll put it in a notepad. Because if there's gonna be a lot of these things, hold on. What was the locking? You know what? No, hold on a second. It seems you guys might have already hacked it. You guys are saying 1H79DB? This doesn't seem to do anything. Chat, you might have to lock in better. Q not 9. Doesn't seem to do anything. 1HTQ DB. Nope. Nope. Okay, I feel like I should have just done this myself. But that was a 7? HTQDB. Chat, you guys gotta lock in. Chat, you guys gotta lock in. 1H7QDB. Chat, you stop gaslighting me. You need to lock in. I am done it. Chatty, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you literally have to say to yourself?
The curse.
The curse. Lock in more. Poster stays open. Okay, hold on. Put in the normal hard code. What is the normal hard code? What's the normal hard code? You do it if you're so smart. You give me the normal hard code. I tried the normal hard code, and then we're gonna run it back.
I just got here. How lock in?
V0. I should have taken a screenshot. 79VB. Okay, hold on. That's not the password I wanted to enter. How do I get out of here? Snooze. How do I snooze this place? I'm stuck. There we go. Okay. I'm doing this myself. Chat, the detective situation is not working out well for you. Wait, I don't want to... Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I have to lock it a little bit. That goes like there. That goes like here. Oh, no. Okay, like there and then... There we go. Okay. I had to build it other way around. All right. I'm taking a screenshot. I'm going to do this one myself. Watch this. Taking a screenshot of all of them. There we go. And then, did I also grab a screenshot of the other cipher? I did not. Okay. Put that there. And then this one. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, no, I want to go down. It's like 1, 2 goes there. There we go. And then this was the cipher. Even escape rooms allow screenshots. I thought I was gonna allow screenshots. That'd be funny to have you guys do them. But apparently we can't get anywhere with you guys at the helm. Allow me to take control for a minute here. We're going to solve. We're solving for heart. Hold on. I forgot how to power up this one. There we go. No. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, here we go. And password is going to be... Let me look at the cipher. So there's nothing against 1, so I can just type 1. Then capital H. There is nothing against capital H. I'm gonna get 2 attempts at this. Then 7 turns into a T. Then 9 turns into an 8. No one said that. Okay. D doesn't turn into anything unless it's a lowercase, in which case I'll have to redo this. And capital B doesn't seem to turn into anything. Okay. So I'm going to assume then that they want to switch the letters lowercase or uppercase, which would instead be 1 H becomes V, 7 becomes T, 9 becomes 8, D becomes A, B becomes, I believe, nothing else, B. I'm not sure why this was so hard for you guys, but you know, to each their own. I think that one seemed pretty straightforward, but here we are. Exclamation point breakfast. And we're in. No, what the hell? Aha! I think it worked. I see. I think I'm starting to get how this works. How many more passes do you think I'll have to input? Oh, God. Okay. You're losing me. All right. Is that Knuckles? The Echidna. Okay. So, star. Starts with a 4. No difference. Then 9R. That becomes 8R. Then we move to circle, which is A77. AT&T. All right, that one puzzles me. That one you got me on. Unless I was reading the wrong code. 48. Because what it should be is 49R A77 before the translation. 49R A77, which is 4, 8, R. A doesn't become anything. 7's become T's. Half star code, half circle code. That's what I did. Yes. 48 rat should be correct. 48 rat. Is this, imagine the cipher is different. Or what if I just do it all lowercase? Okay. Uh-oh. I'm starting to, wait, hold on. Is this power off? Okay. Hold on. It might be this. This. Right. For this pattern, it's this way. And then for middle, it's gonna be that, okay? Checking the cipher. Aww. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. My passwords are not this strong. My passwords are literally just not this strong. I don't know how to break it to you guys. I don't want to out myself, but like they're not this strong. Like, dog, just type in like the word cat and it will probably get into most of my accounts. Okay, hold on. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. I think I did this wrong. Or maybe I did it right. Never mind. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Now, the cipher would actually be 40. Could someone type out 49R A77? Could you just type that out? 49R A77. Just save me a step here. So that becomes 26R. Thank you. A becomes, with the correct capitalization, please. R77. Oh, okay. We're hacking. Another one dead. Are you kidding me? Just one more to go. Hold on. Just in case. Let me save ourselves some time here. Again, very quick at this particular portion, though. Is this new? Does that say hurt? Hurt 29W? On Pride Month? That's crazy. Alright, chat. Lock in. So the pass, so could someone please write down, oh, actually hold on, let me hack in there first. Oh, Nelly, which one is it for? This one. This, that. I messed up. I blew it. Never mind, I've locked in. I'm actually the GOAT. Don't know how to do this game. All right, someone write down M1C R. Sorry, no, never mind. M1C T6G. All caps. M1C T6G. All caps. Thank you. And we go to the latest cipher. And we write down M1C. So we're going R T C T6G. That should together. T6G. T W G. Ding ding. Okay. That actually, my computer does do that. My computer does actually do that, by the way. That one's real. That's actually real. Did we do it? I better hope so. I have to do one more of those circle puzzles today, or I might just gnaw a hole through this door on my own. Oh, they got unlocked. Did you hear that, Navis? It didn't. The curse. Didn't that clicking sound also sound like it came from the back of the room? Now you mention it. Wait, could it be? Eat the door. It's open. Let's see now. This is right above the library. Oh, the murder from the shot in the beanbag. I think. How odd. Most people have a passage connecting these two parts of the manor. Beats me. Anyways, since we heard 2 clicks and the passwords unlocked the trap door, I'm sure the other thing it must have unlocked. Sorry. Navis just starts screaming. I'm sure the other thing it must have unlocked was the door. We should go see if Aya and Sasha are still waiting for us. Right. Hopefully. That wasn't the curse. I just yawned. Rattle, rattle. It's unlocked. We did it. She startled me. Navis, Karina. Oh, thank good. Navis, Karina. Oh, thank goodness you're out. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you. And subsequently having to wait even more time before leaving this place. Sasha. Hey, Karina. You look exhausted. Are you doing all right? I'm on fire. I've never been better before. Mainly it's the burning in my stomach, but you know the vibes. Move a mess. Don't listen to him. He most definitely has been better before. I'm just a bit tired. So what happened in there? Why couldn't we open the door? I'm not sure, really. It's just like this room locked us in as soon as we entered. I see. Truly peculiar, I must agree. Well, glad to hear you safe and sound. I shall take my leave then. That sure was something we could have gone without. But to be honest, I'm glad you were with me through it, Navis. Even if you did do most of the heavy lifting, the double curse. Hey, don't sell yourself short. You're as much as a help. Oh my God, the curse! I gotta be rid of this skeleton. Hold on, the curse. I don't sell yourself short. You were as much help in there to me as I was to you. I'm glad I didn't have to be stuck in there alone too. I gotta play this game when it's not 10 p.m., dude. Once more, we did find out about something pretty interesting too. I think I'm gonna go get out now. I need some fresh air. Thank you for letting me investigate with you, Navis. Come talk to me if you need anything, okay? Will do. Brittany seems to be growing fonder of me. Bling! This little note appears. Are you gonna go back downstairs too, Sasha? Oh, you caught me. Getting lost in thoughts there. Yes, now that both of you are safe and I've regained a bit of my strength, I do think look. Sorry, I'm choking on a chicken bone. Sasha's, oh boy, staring blankly at something across the room. Oh, what? Oh, good heavens! What could be on that tape? Or at least one could assume he is. You know, the sunglasses and doors and all. This can't be. Huh? Why would it be here? Why now? Why today? What? What? Do you know about this tape, Sasha? Is it important to what happened today? This is the diss track I wrote against Failboat almost a decade ago. What? I thought he got rid of this tape. Why is it just out in the open? This is so embarrassing. I wish the poison would have just done me in. Could he have been that bad? I didn't know you used to rap, Sasha. It's very intentional. It's very intentional. My last boss wasn't particularly a fan, so, anyway, I sure would be best to leave this behind. Nothing of importance here. Let's never speak of this again. Okay. It's cute. Sasha almost tripped but caught himself back. I'm okay. Okay. Anyway, that's just a crippling embarrassment. And the poison. Probably mostly the embarrassment. Huh. It's adorable. I love it. Do we have a name on this thing now? It was an old diss track he composed for Failboat. He also said he didn't want anyone listening to it like because of how embarrassing it is. Of course. I'm sure he won't notice it's gone. Let's hold on to that in case the time arises. Oh, almost forgot. I learned something pretty interesting. The curse. I learned some pretty interesting information in this room. Better take note of it right now. That's better. Hello? I was waiting outside for me here. I want to lie down again. Oh, hey, novice. Sorry, I was just, thinking about my son again. Nothing to worry about here. But he's lying or Sasha really dislikes his son. Somehow I have a feeling it might be both. And a little bit of water. Hot chocolate. Oh, I have to say, I'm so glad to see you two safe and sound. I was getting worried we would never get to leave this place for a second. Thank you. Now I'm curious though, why did you never call WinCar for help when you saw us locked in? Oh, I suppose it must have slipped my mind at that moment. Though, I don't know if you would have been much help. You probably would have went, oh my goodness, all panicked like instead of actually doing anything useful. Is that really how WinCar tends to react? Hey! What's wrong with saying, oh my goodness? Incredible callbacks. I'll be honest, I was kind of freaking out when the door first closed behind us. I think if that room had a window, I would have jumped straight out. Maybe it's a good thing it didn't have any then. Actually, this is making me realize I'm pretty sure the only windows on the second floor are in the south guest rooms. Oh, really? Yeah. From what I heard, Erica even decided to open hers yesterday evening to get some fresh air. I think she was the only one though. How windy it was last night. Erica opened the window in her room last night. What if that might be worth noting? Interesting. What do we got in here? Failboat's room? Ha! Failboat's room. Sure enough. How surprisingly modest for someone with his wealth. Well, no more privacy for the dead. I better get searching. Man! Who did the art for this game again? The artist went absolutely crazy. Props to that. Props to everyone on this team, but like, props to the artist. This came out like fantastic. A giant pink round plush is laying on the floor. What a unit of a baby. Well, can't really blame him. Kirby is pretty cool. The calendar. Calendar set on the wall to this month. Looks like a date has been marked on it. May 8th. today's date. I had to make sure that wasn't like on my calendar. There's also something written underneath it too. It says, the day it all ends. Did Failboat know something was gonna happen to him today? Oh, that's a grim heads up. Failboat's nightstand. Inside is some sort of list. The top of the page reads, party guests. A lot of names have been marked and then crossed out or scribbled over, with the exception of 4. Sasha, Aya, Karina, and Erica. If Failboat knew this many people, is there a reason why he decided to only invite these 4? Decently large bed with yellow sheets. Looks like it's already made. Failboat probably never got to sleep in it yesterday. There are drawers on the side of the bed too. It looks to be where Failboat keeps all of his clothes. It looks like he has a lot of clothes to change. Looks like he has a lot of clothes of change. Hold on. I see how it's written. It looks like he has a lot of change of clothes and a pair of basketball goggles too. This is so weird, dog. This is so weird. I won't lie. It's really humbling to play a fan game literally made about me and my content. It's a little like jarring to read like my personal like artifacts actually cataloged in a video. That for some reason the basketball goggles was the like, that's not even like a content thing. I just had those when I was growing up. That one threw me off. That one threw me off harshly there. You shared it. I mean, I know I did. It's just crazy that it was cataloged in a fan game. How accurate is this room? No carpet. I have 2 nightstands, one on either side. I won't lie, my actual room is very undecorated. My office down here in the basement, way more decorated. My actual room though, pretty chilled out. Yo, Ray from Ultrive. What's up, you guys? My wonderful live chat. I'm currently playing a fan game that was put together by a wonderful group of viewers. It's a murder mystery called Failboat is Dead. I can show you guys my dead body if you want. Here, I'll head downstairs. It's featuring a bunch of characters from my own videos, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to get the references overall, but here's my, oh, right, I think they put it in the freezer. A dead body reveal, you know it. I think they put it in the freezer, hold on. I'm not sure if I ever checked in with that. Oh, there we go, okay. Anyway, this is my edgy OC from Minecraft that they put into this fan game. You please take a bite out of the dead body? Yeah, I can take a little bit of a bite out of the dead body, no problem. This should slow down the decomposition quite a bit. How have we come to this? You put me, dog, I got like 100 new people in my live chat. Why can't I like see my own dead body? I guess I could die. I said I was gonna show off the dead body. I guess it's only one thing to do. I can't lie to the new viewers. Anyway, oh, I guess I can't take a bite. It's gonna be frozen over. Anyway, I'd go Dash. How's the stream? So, did they add text to this? No, they did not. Okay, gotcha. Save the game? Right, I probably should do that though. Oh, there we go. No, this is crazy though. It's a full entire fan game project with just apparently like 7 hours of playtime in it. It's insane to me. The work put into this was wild. All right. That said, I think if I'm not mistaken, probably go back upstairs. Something that's definitely not a piece of toast. Right, there's a window open downstairs. That's the second floor plan. Then this is sort of like my warm-up for Deltarune. I'm getting like my voices, you know, kicked back in again. It's been a while since I did like voices in a RPG. All right, so we got the big Kirby plush, yellow sheets, Uses clothes. Gotcha. Was there anything else in here outside of the list of party names that I invited? That Failboat invited. Pardon me, to keep the character consistency here. I think that's everything in the Failboat room. I love the morning, night, afternoon with the banana logo on the rug. More of the room. The Kirby. The Kirby is awesome, dude. Can I talk to any? Do you guys say anything new now? I'll be honest. Okay, I was scared of being locked in the room. Understood. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what my next objective is. Hold on. We got a guest list. Only 4 days work cut out. Oh, right. That's right. We haven't even gone to the southern wing yet. That's what's going on. Well, hold on. Sorry. It's this and then down, actually. There's a southern wing of the 2nd floor. That's right. All right. So Erica said that she opened her window somewhere. This is storage room, I think. Storage room. I didn't investigate anything down here. That's right. This perhaps? There's a closed window on the wall overlooking some trees. Below stands a small wooden nightstand. The inside is pretty empty except for her purse. The purse doesn't seem to bear anything out of the usual either. Oh, never mind. A mace of some variety? What's that behind it? It's like a live gun. Is that a silent? Oh, okay, close enough. I guess you know. When the kitchen smells good, there might be some good food cooking in it. Hey, Rico, why was this in your room? Interesting, a silencer. Okay. Erica's bed. Looks like she slept with a plush of a small green horse. I guess she really isn't truly void of sentimentality. Man, you cooked some crazy references. Moves on to Erica seems to keep her room clean. Yeah, okay. Erica's not top suspect. I don't know about that. Erica having a silencer feels very chill. Then we got in this room, the bed Karina slept in last night. It was comfortable, I can't really deny. And the color is pretty nice. What do we got here? There's a closed window on the wall overlooking some trees. Below it stands a small wooden nightstand. Looks like Failboat never emptied it before lending the room to Karina. It's filled with ink cartridges. Must have been where he kept his printing supplies. On top is also a book on marine sea life. I guess this must be reading Karina brought with her. I love these references so much. Wooden table. Karina left her magnifying glass on it. I wonder, do detectives usually use those? Should I be using one of those? All right. And up here. Oh, right. I'm going to assume this is Aya's room. Let me go in there last, because that one seems like it has the most things to interact with. This one's interesting. This is probably Sasha's here. Sasha slept last night. Okay. What if he slept with his sunglasses on? A small wooden nightstand. The first drawer is filled with countless pairs of spare sunglasses, as well as cans of mustache gel. It seems Sasha also brought his own shampoo. The label on it says it's certified anti-poof. Does hair react badly to the regular kind? Poofy-haired Sasha. I love the sprite, the custom sprite. Briefcase is slouching on the wall. It must belong to Sasha. I wonder what might be inside. He gets at the briefcase. Yeah, why not? Crack it open. He was almost dead. Sorry, Sasha. I have an investigation to lead. It's full of various documents and papers pertaining to his business. I think I really understand. Ooh, there's a small piece of paper at the bottom. Looks old. It's been sitting there for a while. Oh my goodness, you're such a stupid little cat. Your hair reminds me of expired McDonald's fries. Yo-yo, yo-yo, Those rap lyrics? I actually didn't see anything. Oh god, Ultra, if you're still here. we have pink sheep relevance in this particular stream. A wooden table. Some documents are scattered on it. Everything on them looks completely unintelligible to me. They must be related to Sasha's work. Okay. And then storage room, I suppose. What is the tall one? Furniture covered by a drape. Doesn't seem to be anything hidden, unfortunately. And then nothing there. Okay, understood. And nothing else around the room? A mysterious sixth room, untouched by society. Hold on, we have a little bit more hot chocolate. How you guys doing? Oh, the chat break. I think chat broke. Hold on. Excuse me. Let me restart this up one more time. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a stream tomorrow to finish this. Guys, I started way later than prepared to today. I'd rather have a larger stream tomorrow to kind of knock it all out. Okay, how about now? Hold on. What time tomorrow? I'll figure that out tonight.
Good.
There we go. Probably a little earlier than 10 p.m.
07.
There we go. Now you're talking. All right. Beautiful. All right, back in it. Let's see. So we went into this room. Right, I think it's just Aya's room. What do we got? The eerie loud sound effect? The hell was that? Sound like the entire room creaked. Small wooden nightstand. Inside is filled with many pieces of jewelry, as well as expensive looking trinkets. Looks to be the bed Aya slept in last night. Smells like expensive perfume. A wooden table. It seems like someone left some fancy accessories lying on it, as well as all over the room. Looks like Aya couldn't be bothered to clean her room up. Can't interact with anything else. Okay. Oh, hello there. Oh, hey there, Davis. Hey, Erica. Do you hear that noise? Like the giant shifting sound? No. What are you talking about? Oh, all right. What are you doing? What are you doing here anyway? Finished eating. Felt like exploring a little bit. I see. Well, it was nice seeing you, I guess. What about the silencer? Okay. I wonder what could have made that noise. How interesting. I think that makes everything I need to see upstairs. Finally. I have some kind of lead to go off of. But it doesn't sit any better with me. There has to be more to it, right? I need to gather everyone downstairs. I think a discussion is in order. I should speak to Windcar to ask him to summon everyone in the main room for me when I'm ready. Oh, can I press her? Leaning against the hallway. I should not bother her for now. Interesting. Emergency meeting. Here, the silencer is still there. I think we brought it with us. All right, let's do it. How fares your investigation? It went pretty well. I think I found a decent lead on who our murderer might be. Oh? And who might it be? Actually, I have a request to ask of you before I reveal it. Would you be able to gather everyone in this room for me right now? I want everyone to be present for when I absolutely destroy their life. Of course. As you wish, Detective Nevis. Windcar took the stairs and exited the area as I anxiously started pacing around the room. This is it. The moment I arrived here for. Whichever way this discussion goes, I have to be ready for it. Of course, I desperately want to believe in Erica, but regardless, one thing is certain. One person here has to be responsible for everything that happened, and it's my job to prove their guilt. You'll not be able to save your game for a while. Do you wish to save it now? It sounds like a good spot for the night. To stop! No, don't worry. I'm still right here for it. I'm still right here for it. I'm just gonna finish on my hot chocolate. Okay, but there's followed by everyone. No, don't worry. I'm still in it for a while. I won't lie. I started way later in the night than I intended to. Apologies about that. Yeah, I wanted to start way earlier. Anyway. So, what's the idea? Is anything wrong? Nothing major, but might have found out who our murderer is. That's pretty major! Already? Does that mean we can all go home? Already? You've been passed out for half of the day. I think it was... oh, I see. Already? You've been passed out for half the day. I think it was already about time. Guys, Navis, can you continue? I have yet to hear what Navis found too. I would quite appreciate if they could finish their story. Well, a lot of the clues I found don't quite make sense to me yet, but I did find one thing that could be a lead. Don't just say that. While exploring upstairs, sorry, I'm dead. I shouldn't be third-partying the conversation. I happened into the guest rooms you all slept in last night. This is where I found the silencer hidden behind one of the desks in Erica's room. What? For real? For Yuji? I believe it's only logical for the silencer to have been used to kill Failboat. This can't be. Erica didn't act all out of the curse. Erica didn't. For real? Erica didn't act out of sort at all last evening. But a silencer was behind her desk. How would anyone have had the time to sneak by and do that? I say because it was their room. That does seem like the likely explanation. Yeah, she hasn't said anything. Erica, I need to hear from you. The silencer isn't yours, right? And how did it get there? Yeah, I have. It's mine. I don't know. Maybe I was the one to put it there. What? See? Even she can't lie about it. Erica, please, now's not the time to make a joke about this. Is this the admission of guilt? Were you the one who killed Failboat? Okay. I don't see why the possibility should be excluded. Do you think I did it? Everybody stop! Do we even know if the silencer has anything to do with the case? What? For all we know, the silencer could be unrelated. Maybe it came from a previous guest? A previous guest. I'm not opposed to talking about it, but I have a strong feeling Corinna doesn't really believe that. A previous guest, huh?
This is absolutely admission of guilt.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. You don't really think it was me. That's also literally not admission of guilt. I don't think that's legally not what that is, but that could explain it, of course. It's true those rooms were rarely utilized, but I don't remember who last stayed here. Chat. See? It's obviously unrelated. Please, are you 5? Erica had to have used the silencer to kill Failboat. Had to. Why are you so quick to pin this on her? I'm sure there's perfect rationale to all this. Maybe she used it for something else. Everyone, please. It seems our suspects are getting rowdy, excluding myself, of course. You're struggling to catch their attention, Detective Navis. Yeah, it's like I don't have the time to place my word in. This discussion is moving nowhere. There has to be a way to make them listen to me. Do a little pose and point at the screen or something.
Did it.
Just keep calm and focus. Try to discern individual talking points in your Holy! This isn't even the curse. I'm just dumb. Interlocutors. I'm learning new words today. That's not even the curse. I'm just an idiot. Once you can define what everyone is talking about, something is bound to jump out at you. Perhaps a contradiction or an ill-educated fact. What then? I'm sure you must have something in your arsenal to contradict them on their say. Wouldn't you agree? You are a detective after all. My arsenal? Does he mean my journal? Focus on everyone's points and point out anything wrong with my evidence. Well, it can't hurt to give it a shot. Let's do this, Navis. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm locking. I'm not doing any funny voices. I'm locking the hell in. Hold on. Let me hide the chat. Let me actually just hide the chat. Hold on. I'm locking the hell in. This is the murder mystery part of the stream. I'm hiding the chat completely. Clearly, Erica hid the silencer behind her desk after using it to kill Failboat. Nobody else could have put it there. Well, the door wasn't locked, so I don't know about that. We know the silencer is relevant to this case. For all we know, it could belong to someone else not even here. It seems unlikely for that to be the case, but I can't deny it. If it isn't related, how do you reckon Erica killed him? It's obvious Erica must have killed him some other way, perhaps with a knife or by strangling him. She wouldn't have, right, Erica? When Carver's right, is easier to focus on everyone like this. All right, let's go ahead from the top. Something isn't right with what I heard. Oh, I see. We're just contradicting points. Okay. Clearly, Erica hid the silencer behind her desk after using it to kill Failboat. Nobody else could have put it there. I'm not sure if I have any items. I haven't played much Ace Attorney ever. But just to make sure, we haven't. Okay. Couple points of order here. First and foremost, actually, I haven't even taken a look at all of this. The first bit of connecting things that come to my mind here are going to be, number one, the hidden ladder and the secret passage. I feel like that's a direct line of like something, that's how they got up or down from that passageway. Because that one is directly over the stray bullet that was found in the library. That's, I feel, a connected point, but I don't know where that connects to. I'm just making an observation. Aya's left the party on multiple occasions. Body information, signs of a blunt trauma, but little blood was found surrounding it, which is odd. In the way of, like, we haven't even really thought about the blood disappearing anywhere, and also the rug is perfectly fine. That shows a gunshot wound and signs of blunt trauma, but little blood was found surrounding it. Aya's left on multiple locations. A severed rope ladder was tucked behind the bar counter. Bullet was found lodged on a wall in the library. There was a book with some blood on it in the library. A glass is missing from the cupboard in the dining room. Small noise was heard before the study locked me and Karina in. Right, interesting. Karina and I found a trapdoor leading to the library in the study. Yep. Sorry, what? Oh, I see what's going on here. The Erica's way, gotcha. Apparently, Erica decided to open her window last night after going to her room, even though it was windy outside. Interesting about that. It could have blown in from the wind. That was also directly below the window, which is interesting. Failboat wrote down a lot of names to invite to the party yesterday, but only 4 weren't crossed out. And silencer. There's a silencer hidden behind the desk. Clearly, they hid the silencer back there. I would like to present my attorney badge. Let me get more dialogue. We don't know if the silencer is relevant to the case. For all we know, it could be the silencer zone isn't even here. Okay. It seems unlikely for that to be the case, but I can't deny it. Well, we have a guest list. If it isn't related, then how do you reckon Erica killed him? Okay. It's obvious Erica killed him some other way, perhaps with a knife or by strangling him. Could have done that, ... Okay, something's definitely wrong. All right, I've never played Ace Attorney. Let's cook. Outside of like one trial. Let's dance. We don't even know if the silencer is relevant to the case. For all we know, it could belong to someone who's not even here. I guess let's start with the guest list. I feel like the guest list and Erica's window are going to be the big things here, but let's find out. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I mean, okay. Put it there. Next. I mean, I want to... I just don't know which one it is before. I can't deny it. I guess let me kind of run the gauntlet for a second here. Guest list. Okay, don't know what you're trying to say. Okay, that's funny. Okay. Advance. How do you reckon Erica killed him? I mean, yeah. Signs of blunt trauma. Can I bring up the blunt trauma here? You're just trying to agree with me. That's funny that there's unique dialogue there. Let's see here.
This is like my first official stream. It's weird
Welcome.
to see the chat so slow due to the time.
Welcome, welcome. Don't worry,
A
it's
little
usually
blood
slow. We're
was
kind of locked
found.
in. Yeah, little blood was found, which is why I wanted to try and like showcase there. I disappeared. How do you reckon Erica killed him if it isn't related? Well, quite an accusation. Library book had some blood on it. So he was killed in the library. There's things I want to bring up. I just don't know the language of Ace Attorney, and let's kill him some other way.
It was him.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Let me read the donation message. What did you put in that donation message? What is that? Restaurant menu. Okay.
Apologies, mods.
Well, no, you're fine. You can bring up restaurant menus. Perhaps with a knife or by strangling him. Erica must have killed him some other way. Okay. Why? Why bring that up? Missing glass. Weird clicking noise. Erica's window guest list. Silencer. I don't know what combination is here. Like precise. What? Or killed him. She couldn't have. And then it kind of goes into like this little ... sequence. Doing that right, Erica? Me showing a little silencer right now, just like, ooh, you did it. Erica's window. Can I ask her about it now? Okay. Things I want to ask. I just don't know what the order of
Sasha
events
looks
is
like
here.
he enjoys long walks on the beach made of broken glass.
Insanity. Erica, okay, it's hardly relevant. Okay, so it's within those, obviously. Erica hid the silencer behind her desk. Okay, could I say the open window here? I mean, the window was open, so potentially someone could have slipped it in. How's it supposed to prove anything? Or are you trying to agree with me? Okay, I want to argue my points, but I guess I'm dead. Silence is relevant in this case. So is it not the window anywhere? Chat, I'm gonna reveal to you guys because I think I've taken a look at some of the dialogue options here. Nothing's immediately popping out to me. Sasha body information. Oh, good point. Hold on. Perhaps with a knife or by strangling him. Right. Well, that's it. I see. We literally know how he died directly. Thank you guys. I understand what's going on here. Oh, literally that pose. Okay. Understood. So, okay. Got it. I was too wrapped up on one detail. Let me hide that again. Thank you, chat. I've hidden the chat. Sasha, can you repeat that again?
Sasha just Uncle Pink Sheep?
A little bit. Well, maybe not uncle. What? I just said that Erica could have killed him with something else.
Dude, that art is fire. And
Right?
why is that just you but long hair?
I was agreeing with Karina. Kind of. Funny you say that, because that wouldn't be possible. What? You forget already. The first thing I did upon arriving here was inspect the body. And the only fatal wound I found was a gunshot. Oh, is that so? Winkar can confirm he was overseeing me the entire time. That is true. The murderer would have had to kill him with a gun. Maybe they didn't use the silencer then? But if the killer just had a gun? That would be possible, right, Nevis? Absolutely not. Have you ever heard the sound of a gunshot? Hold on a sip. The entire manor would have woken up in an instant. It's so much for the killer. Karina looks at me with puppy dog eyes for confirmation. I'm afraid she's right, Karina. The silencer would have had to been used in this case. At least of that we can be sure. Still, if I may chime in, I believe Karina is on the right track of thinking. Really? Really? What proof do we have that Erica was the one to use the silencer to kill Failboat? It was in her room? Maybe? Have we considered that? Erica
But what
came
if they
in.
used this?
Sorry, Chad.
So this is what you meant when you said you just came out in the latest video. Congratulations, Father.
Thank you so much. The German pronunciation there? I don't remember you going through it. Sorry. Erica came in with a handbag yesterday, too. I don't remember you going through it. Am I wrong? No, I suppose not. But all I'm saying is, anyone could have simply sneaked it in. We all went upstairs earlier, did we not? And Erica certainly wasn't the only one carrying a purse or the like. You are wrong. Nevis, what do you think? With everything we've gathered, I think it could prove useful to focus on what we know for now. I'm sure we'll arrive at the answer if we start there. Well, that sounds like spectacular reasoning. So, what do we know? Well, for starters, we know Failboat was killed sometime in between last night and this morning. Someone tried poisoning him, but obviously failed, as proven by Sasha. And after an unknown series of events, Failboat ended up tied in the central room and shot. Wait, this doesn't sound right. Why would the killer go through the trouble of tying Failboat up if they were just gonna shoot him? Doesn't that sound like too much work? Maybe they had a good reason to. Perhaps they wanted to talk? Have a bit of last-minute banter? That could be a possibility. Is there anything that I could have missed? Actually, if I can interject, I also have a question. Oh, what is it, Erica? Well, before Sasha decided to pull this whole stunt in the bathroom, we established Failboat got poisoned and then tied, right? Well, we all know now Failboat never drank that glass. So how do you think he got tied up? That's true. It completely slipped my mind. Unless you want to try selling me that he just let himself get restrained. Erica makes a point. Do we even know why Failboat avoided the poison in the first place? In any case, whoever immobilized him must have had a lot of strength to do it without the poison. Evidence began to raise their voice again. Seems like everyone has their own idea of how the murder happened. But I know it isn't true. I have difficulty believing it. But someone in this room is responsible for it. In other words, someone has to be trying to throw us off track. All right, let's dance. How would Failboat have got himself tied up? Do we really believe he let it happen willingly? There's no way the killer could have convinced him to do that. Clearly not. I say someone assaulted him barehanded. Maybe our culprit used martial arts to immobilize Failboat. Martial arts? Are you saying the killer panicked and had to improvise? Or maybe Failboat drank part of the poison before I got to it. That would solve this issue early. Or easily, even. We have no way of proving something like that, though. Alright, let me take a look at the items again. Alright, so now I kind of understand the pacing here. How would Failboat have got himself tied up? So, also I thought there's like a thing on the side. Didn't we have something about like the thing got like thrown away? A severed rope, bullets found lodged in the wall. There's a book with blood on it in the library, which is a completely missing element to all this. A glass was missing from the cupboard in the dining room. Weird clicking noise. I found a trapdoor leading to the study. Erica's window. Guest list silencer. Okay. I found we got ourselves tied up. Okay. Nothing in my list relates to that. Do we really believe he would let it happen willingly? There's no way the killer would have convinced him to do that. I don't believe anything in here. Stray bullet, library book. Missing glass, word clicking noise. Probably not related. Sorry, I just wanted to press the button, not gonna lie. This one assaulted him barehanded. Stray bullet, library book, missing glass, weird clicking noise. I feel like something with like we got locked in the room and then someone fell down through the study with the ladder. There's definitely a line there. Guest list silencer. Nothing seems to immediately go there. Okay. Maybe our culprit used martial arts to immobilize Failboat. We got stray bullet, book, missing glass, weird clicking noise, secret passage, Erica's window, guest list silencer. Nothing seems relevant there either. Banger music, by the way. Are you saying the killer panicked and had to improvise? Panicked. Anything to do with panicking. Hidden ladder, stray bullet, library book. Missing glass. See, the fact that's in the book makes me want to like I'm having like a level 2 thought, but I don't have like the level 1 information. I want to say it was premeditated enough because it happened in another room and we haven't even brought that into the equation, but I don't know how to interject there. Missing glass, weird clicking noise, secret passage, Erica's window, silencer guesses. Okay. Nothing in there seems to line up. Or maybe Phil would drink part of the poison before I got to it. That would solve this issue easily. This one feels like something I could bring up. But I just don't know where the line is here. Bullet was lodged. I mean, I don't know where I want to present this, but I feel like that's a huge thing. Missing glass feels like a line there. I'm not sure if that adds anything. I'll say it just to, like, say something. Okay. Just had to make sure. Okay. Maybe you drink part of it. I know I'm proving something like that, though. I mean, I'll at least send the missing glass one more time. Okay. Just had to check. No way of proving something like that, though. Damn, okay. I'm gonna reveal half of you. Whoops. Sorry, I clicked out the window. I mean, the book feels like pretty large there. And that space looks like a plug. I mean, like a book? Someone assaulted him barehanded. They hit him with the book. I understand the line. I thought they got shot in the library and then it splashed on the book. It's a bludgeoning weapon. Nope. Never mind. Barehanded. Good play though, chat. Good play. You're never gonna be Ace Attorney? But I think it might have been a splash of a thing. Yeah, I mean, they panicked because of the stray bullet they missed. Oh. So it would be like panic. Where's panic? Hold on. Oh, sorry, wrong button. They panicked. Nope. Sorry, hold on. The dialogue has already put me back on there. The stray bullet? No, that's not a line. Book win car? Martial arts. All right, it always puts me on the next arrow. Book here? No, I don't know about that. Man, we're screwed. Damn. Clearly not. I say someone assaulted him barehanded. Okay. So I think we're not cooking the book anywhere. I think the book feels wrong. I don't know. I'm assuming Failboat was right about it being spilled blood. I thought it was because my thought was someone. I know we literally saw me die in the scene. I was the first to mention barehanded. Yeah, I believe I brought up a book first. Surely an entire Twitch chat can solve a singular murder? No, you guys can't beat Pokemon. But close though. Let's see. Also, is the hold on.
Brute force.
There we go. Okay. Solving barehanded feels large there. There's things I want to bring up. I can't bring them up in this correct order. Weird clicking noise. I have theories, but I can't pop them in. A bullet? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, you know what? I see what you're saying. Let's try it. Yeah, no, nothing. There's no contradiction. Let me look strictly for contradictions, right? Do we believe that he would let it happen willingly? There's no way the killer would have convinced him to do that. I don't believe we can contradict anything in there. Clearly not. I say someone assaulted him barehanded. I mean, the contradiction there is we have a gun. We have a silencer. But no, how would Failboat have got himself tied up? The ladder? Going down from a ladder? Okay. She's trying her best. I can't imagine it'd be the autopsy again, right? Didn't he predict something for that day? The calendar isn't on here, so I can't imagine it's important. Which is weird, but sure. Apparently Erica decided to open her window last night, even though it was windy. I see like the line there, because someone threw it in probably. I mean, right now the immediate line in my head is like, I left early to toss the bullet casing up there. Someone did. I don't know. Let's see. Silencer guest list. Erica's window. Secret passage. Weird clicking noise. Was it because I got locked in? I know that has nothing to do here. Thank God there's not like a 3-strike policy. Aya glass? I'll give you Aya glass. I'll give you Aya glass. I think we're just trying to hit things randomly. Silencer contradictor the assault with bare hands. Have you tried that yet? Yes, I have. But because what we're talking about is they are talking about how did Failboat get himself tied up? That's the question at hand right now, not the gunshot. What did I miss? I'm sorry, it's really hard to explain right now. Failboat, how would Failboat have gotten himself tied up? Do you believe he let it happen willingly? There's no way the killer could have convinced him to do that. Clearly not. I say someone assaulted him barehanded. Nothing there, right? Eye disappearances. But why would we bring it up there? That's like a random spot to take it out. Hidden ladder, stray bullet, library book. He was in the library, but I can't. We've already tried that combo, I believe. Just making sure. Okay, yeah, we tried that combo. Barehanded. Banger music, by the way. Banger music, by the way. Book right now? We've literally tried that, chat, but thank you. I don't want to brute force it. I kind of want to try and understand it. Maybe our culprit used martial arts to immobilize Failboat. I mean, I do want to try the hidden ladder again. Is there anything with like the hidden ladder just getting tied up in it? I think guest list martial arts. Okay, now we're going a little crazy on it. I don't know, chat. I think we're losing our narrative a little bit. I don't think he was attacked in the library. No,
to
probably
make it
not.
work properly.
Try book with Erica? Why? Okay, I think we're just trying to hit random. We just are combining like different sauces on this hot dog. We need to make the perfect like relish ketchup mayo combo. So someone assaulted him barehanded. Maybe our culprit used martial arts. Or saying the killer panicked and had to improvise. That one's interesting. It's not a blunt trauma, but a little blood was found surrounding it. I mean, it couldn't just be body information again, right? Book now? Dog, I think we've tried the book. Well, what? Why? What? Actually, I think I have evidence proving exactly that. Okay, this is the reason why I am dead and that's the detective. There's a reason why I'm the dead one.
Huh?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand this connection, but let's let him cook. Let's let him cook. I think I have evidence proving exactly that. What? Again, are you targeting me, detective? I think you just happen to say a lot of arguable points. For what I'm arguing is hardly irrelevant right now. The point is, I did find evidence that the killer had to improvise when it came to immobilizing Failboat. It used a book. To be more precise, I found the object that most likely used to hit him from behind to make him pass out. Can you elaborate on it, detective? Earlier in the day, I was investigating the library. I found this book that had traces of blood on it. It was left lying on the table as if abandoned quickly. What's more, my autopsy earlier also showed signs of blunt trauma to the back of the victim's cranium. My guess is our murderer was taken aback when Failboat refused to drink their poisoned drink and had to think fast on their feet. So the killer got that book from the library, hit Failboat on the back of the head with it, and tied him up. And then that's when they shot him. Such violence. It seems our order of events is pretty clear. Full itinerary of the murder. But does it advance us in anything? I guess not. Honestly, I feel even more lost than when we began discussing. Anybody could have sneaked in the silencer in Erica's room. And anybody could have carried out the scheme to kill him. Are we really back at square one? The story doesn't really add up. What? Gilbert refused a suspicious drink from someone, so it's safe to assume he didn't trust that person's intent, right? Then, why would he let them leave the room he's in? Alright, so then why would he let them leave the room he's in, go to the library, come back with the book, and somehow get himself taken by surprise? It just sounds stupid to me. Are you saying that the killer never went to the library? I'm saying that if they did, it's weird Failboat let it slide and got himself killed. Erica is actually making a decent point. Why would Failboat let the killer go to the library when presumably only the two of them were awake? Because they went in from the secret passageway. Looking at all the clues, only one option makes sense. Failboat trusted the killer. The book was elsewhere. Failboat was in the library. None of these were what I had in mind. Let's say the book was elsewhere. Okay. Failboat was in the library. Okay, to be fair, my other thought in all this is, if I'm not mistaken, I kind of want to go back and see it. There was a roughed up beanbag chair in there. But what's tripping me up is we saw the cutscene. So I'm curious what the... I know I wasn't in the library, so that felt wrong to say, but... It's also in the library. That would explain why the weapon in the book, why it was left in there. On the other hand, it sounds very improvable. If any actual proof Failboat went in the library. As a matter of fact, I think I do, yes. We're all ears then. A proof Failboat was in the library at the same time as the killer. Do I have anything like that? No! Yeah, I mean, that would be the stray bullet hole. There you go. I do want to cover up the live chat. I didn't see the live chat message of that, but however, I did already kind of clock that one. All right, there we go. Here's as good as proof as you can get. I found it when I was looking around the library earlier. A stray bullet stuck in the back wall. And I guess that would also explain why there's no blood on the carpet if the body was moved here. But we saw the cutscene, so that one's interesting. A stray bullet? What is that trying to insinuate? Well, the one person we know to have a gun was the killer, right? And we know the killer went to the library to get the book. In that case, why would the killer need to fire a bullet there? If not to shoot at their target, who is also in the room. Oh. That follows a certain logic, I must assume. I see. I think I'm starting to follow. Failboat got shot at the library for anything, and then the killer missed. Failboat actually scales to bullet speed? It must have been before being stunned then, if we're following logic. Failboat went to the library with a guest and got shot at. He then got hit over the head with a book, tied up, and dragged to the living room where the final blow was delivered. Sounds kind of complicated, doesn't it? Actually, if I may chime in, something doesn't quite make sense about your theory, does it? Regardless of how or why everything happened, why would Failboat even decide to go to the library? I mean, if he knew the killer was armed and he was trying to shoot at him, the front door was just across from him, wasn't it? It makes a good point. He could have also just darted up the stairs to wake everyone up. All right. Now I think we're starting to talk about the secret entrance thing. Why would Failboat run into a dead end like this? Sounds out of character to me. Clearly he was fleeing in a hurry. He must not have been thinking straight. Could he have been looking for something? Maybe he had a weapon in there beforehand or something. Is it possible the killer prevented him from leaving any other way somehow? Okay, I see a few things. And how do you assume someone could do that? It's not like they could have blocked all other exits. There's also a chance Failboat didn't even know the killer was armed. Couldn't he have simply been tricked into going there before anything happened? Oh, there's a lot of text in this one. Well, why would the killer have led him there here in the first place? There wasn't any advantage to killing him here rather than in the central room, was there? Alright, in here? Good. One asked at a time. Being said, I make the whole event so much easier when. Oh, well, I guess Failboat. Oh well, nobody's here to help me now. Unfortunately, Failboat is not here right now. Alright. Why would Failboat run into a dead end like this? That frankly seems out of character to me, okay? He was fleeing in a hurry. Looking for something, maybe he hid a weapon in there beforehand. Killer prevented it from leaving in any other way. Give me a weird clicking noise. Okay. I thought it was something to the tune of they locked him in the room or something. Hold on. Okay. Clearly he's fleeing in a hurry. Must not have been thinking straight. Could he have been looking for something? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I don't have my chat up right now. Could he have been looking for something? Maybe he hid a weapon in there beforehand. I don't think we collect any weapons in there. Is possible the killer prevented it from leaving any other way? This one feels very in the potential realm of like weird clicking noise that locked someone in kind of vibe. But I am going to say if it isn't weird clicking noise, I'm going to try secret passage and then move on from that point. All right. Locked him in some other way. How do you assume someone would go about that? It's not like they could have blocked all other exits. I have a line, but I just don't know how to. I want to bring up things in the conversation point, but I just don't know the point of order. Well, I'm at least gonna try clicking noise here, just in case. Okay. Wasn't thinking straight, prevented him from leaving. Also, chance Failboat didn't even know the killer was armed. Couldn't he have simply been tricked into going there before anything happened? Yeah, nothing says otherwise there. Why would the killer have led them here in the first place? I should have streamed earlier today. Why would the killer have led them here in the first place? There wasn't any advantage to killing him here rather than in the central room. Maybe this conversation was meant to happen in the library and the dialogue didn't get changed. I really want to try hidden ladder there. Hidden, like the hidden ladder and passageway and something like that. There's quite a few things there. Central room. Okay. Chat, help me. Give me some thoughts. Give me some thoughts. Because I have some ideas circulating. I'm now looking at the chat here. Erica Glass? Feels odd. I don't think the glass has anything to do with anything right now. Why would Failboat run into a dead end like this? It certainly seems out of character. I mean, maybe it's dead end with Karina 1 ladder. Oh, sorry, hold on. I want to try dead end secret passage. Okay. The Erica trapdoor tried. Erica dead end secret passageway. Talk to me. Oh, hold on. hid a weapon in there before and there. Where else does Erica talk? The ability to kill was armed. Couldn't see been tricked into going there before anything happened. Secret passageway here? Trapdoor 100% or something. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're now talking about the secret passageway. We just have to figure out where it should be best interjected. Ladder Aya 1 or Aya 2? Because we have like 3 different things that are kind of like in the realm. Because we have secret passageway, we have hidden ladder, and then we have the trap door, or we have like the trap room. Hidden weapon equals hidden passageway. I don't know. Hold on, I'll humor you. Hit a weapon. Secret passage. There we go. Okay. We had to figure out where to inject it. Thank you, chat. That was a good play. Good play, Fog Your Planes. Good play. Chat's cooking.
On who?
On you. Kills you. Good play. Good play. All right, we're back in. There we go. In with the trap door. I think you might be closer than you think to the truth, Erica. Oh, really? Did he actually have a weapon hidden in the library? Maybe not a weapon per se, but I believe he was actively looking for something. And what might that have been? Wait, I don't mean exactly. The semicolon? Dog, it couldn't be me. I don't know how to use that damn thing. A semicolon in the year of 2025? In something that isn't like a high school paper? That's crazy, dude. I haven't seen a semicolon in action in like years. A secret passageway leading upstairs. Passage? It's the first I learned of any of this. It was earlier that me and Karina found it when we went to explore the study. Stop typing semicolons. You're freaking me out, Chad. Well, you do like little winking emojis. That one's fine. In the corner of the room, there was a small trap door, and opening it unraveled down a ladder to the library. Study, you say? But isn't that where you two, where Karina and I got trapped momentarily? Yes. God, I love a good semicolon. Sounds into it, dude. Meaning only the 2 of us would have known of its existence. No, I don't think that's quite right. Someone else in this room must have known about it prior to us. Someone else? Who could you be talking about? It should be obvious, shouldn't it? It's... Gulp? Whoa, I didn't know we were gonna toss it in here. Okay. Order of operations. I'm gonna hide the screen for a second here. Hold on. Order of operations. I think my soul read with no insane base evidence is Karina did it. She's been too like, oh man, she was fidgeting. This really must have affected her greatly. Oh, she was so nervously moving about. This must have affected her greatly. I'm like, oh, what if that meant she killed him? That's my soul read. That said, if I'm looking at it objectively, if we're talking about someone who would know the manner of the actual, like the layout of the manor, it would be Windcar, surely. Someone who's actually worked in the manor. It would have to be you, Windcar. Me. I mean, you've been a butler to Failboat for a very long time, have you not? It's almost unthinkable to believe you wouldn't know of such a secret passage in the manor. Okay, hey, there we go. Hey, we got 1 win on the board. 1 win on the board. 1 win for Failboat. We actually, we figured something out without having to think too hard on it. Hell yeah, there we go. One win for Failboat. It's true, I was aware of the passage. Then why did you never mention it? It seems pretty obvious it's related to the case. And I could see that now. I at first believed it had nothing to do with it. This is why I never mentioned it. If I can serve any apology, I would be more than happy to help you if there's anything you want to hear about the said passage. It's the least I can do. Actually, there was one thing I was curious about earlier. And what might that be? It's actually about the study. When me and Navis entered, we heard some kind of clicking noise. And the next thing we knew, the door was locked behind us. Do you have any idea what happened? Why that happened? I believe this is the study lockdown mechanism. It's a security prevention Failboat installed installed for that particular room. Even I'm not quite sure how Failboat does it. But once in the study, it's possible to activate a security lockdown that shuts off every opening to that room. Security lockdown? The curse. Oh, we never activated anything like that. That is strange, yes. I'm not sure myself of what could have happened. So Failboat, you had this super secret security measure thing in the study, which is accessible from the library. At least it explains why you would go to such an odd location to escape the killer. But if he did, why wasn't Failboat in the study when we woke up this morning? And if he didn't, then why did it automatically trap Karina and Navis inside when they were entered? That's true. Is there anything you could tell us about that one, car? Unfortunately, I'm just as stumped as you all are on that matter. Closing the door behind you should automatically lock everything up. But the door was already closed when I came across it upstairs. Neither me nor Karina could peek inside. How interesting. Maybe someone was already in and they escaped down the hatch. Who was in the library? Would it be possible the door was never closed then? What? Well, we know for a fact it was. I know. But entertain me for a minute here. For a minute there. If the door was in fact open, then the security system wouldn't have been activated, right? I'm following. It would only have been activated when the door got closed for real, which would have been after you entered. But clearly, none of that matters. Navis clearly stated that the door was closed before they entered. I mean, Karina and them very much were able to open it. Something piston door. Yeah. Something like electrical wiring. Also the trap door. I think the trap door being like the other exit there is interesting. Something someone was in there, then they hopped out the trap door. If the door was open, the security system could have been armed but not triggered. Also, they said that if the door closed, all exits would lock. So that includes the trap door. If the door was still open, the security system could have been armed but not triggered. Okay, gotcha. If anything that could prove something like that happened. Okay, whoa! Okay, we're Redstone Master. You're so right. Windcar, would you care to re-explain to us how the operating system of the study worked again? Alright. It's very simple. The idea is simple. Upon entering this study, it is possible to engage a lockdown mode in the room. The only Failboat knows how to do it. Once engaged, the system will wait for the entrance to be shut again. Once that happens... Okay, so the thing was activated in such a way that it was able to be closed. So it was primed, essentially. Somehow it got primed. All exits, once it happens, it'll be locked on the inside, and only the input of the right password will disarm the security lockdown. I mind you, I do love that we're talking about something only Failboat knew how it happened. I'm like, dog, I didn't know how it happened. My body in the freezer in the other room. I got no idea. Once engaged, the system will wait for the entrance to be shut again. Once it happens, all exits will be locked on the inside, and only the input of the right password will disarm the security lockdown. Okay. I'm sure the door Navis and I used was closed shut when we found it, but we were still able to enter the room. Okay. So it was like a trap. And same for the trap door. It was still locked when I arrived at the stairs, but only unlocked when the door did after inputting all the correct codes, which makes sense because that's kind of how it works. Once it locked all things in the room. That makes sense. Maybe someone tinkered with it somehow. That way the door could have been shut down without triggering the mechanism. Interesting. Okay. I'm sure we would have noticed something if someone did that. At least from what I remember, me and Nevis didn't see or hear anything weird when we entered. Ah, well, point of order. We have a click sound. That's truly odd. Maybe sorry, I wonder if there may be something we don't know about the workings of that room. Something we don't know. Okay. Well, that one, it seems pretty straightforward. Because we literally did hear a thing. We're clicking noise. Is that really correct? What do you mean? You mentioned it to Windcar earlier, remember? When we first entered. Before we even noticed the door locking behind us, we heard a small clicking noise. Oh, you're right. Completely slipped my mind just now. Did you have any idea what that could have been about? Just making a guess here, but could it have been the mechanism activating when you entered the room? That may be the case, yeah. But without more details, it's a bit hard to tell for sure. I should have noted more on that subject in my journal. I don't remember much either, sorry. Just that it sounded like a door closing. Door? Well, it couldn't have just been the door you two came out of. Huh? I'm not sure why. Oh, I think I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I understand. Can I, like... Sorry, I was curious about that. No, this happened just after we closed it. Do you think I wouldn't notice if it came from right behind us? Okay. Well, where did it come from? The trapdoor? I don't know. Somewhere far away, I think. It definitely sounded like it came somewhere else across the room. Or somewhere across the room. Okay, well, now we're trapdooring. Something closing near the end of the room. Wait, it couldn't be. That's right, only one thing. Oh, there's only one thing back there that could have closed. I better take note of this right now. Windcar, could you care to re-explain to us how the operating system of the study worked again? Okay, wait. We're going back here. It's very simple. Sorry, what's the new thing I just have noted down? There's a lot of dialogue there. Silencer. Oh, something else closing. Okay, gotcha. We have an update now. Okay, so upon entering the study, it's possible to engage a lockdown out of the room. Only Failboat knows how to do it, okay? Once engaged, the system will wait for the entrance to shut again. Once it happens, all exits will be locked from the inside and only the input of the right security. I mean, I want to present something else closing here. Because I don't know if that's the place for it, but I want to present that there was a trapdoor. Potentially. Okay. It also can be used in the next dialogue. We don't know yet. Sure, Navis and I used hold on. Door Navis and I used was closed shut when we found it, but we're still able to enter the room. Okay. Banger music, by the way. And same for the trap door. It was still locked when Aya arrived upstairs. Only unlocked when the door did after inputting all the correct codes. Out of curiosity, can I present that? Is that really correct? Something else for me. You remember like I did? Okay, there we go. When we first found the trap door, it was still locked. I'm sure that's true. What's important here isn't the state of which we found the trap door. Aha! There we go. We get there. Damn, I'm 2 for 2. All right. I say 2 for 2 is very bold when it's actually like 2 for 18, but you know. But the state of the trapdoor was the state the trapdoor was in when we entered. What are you getting at, Navis? When Karina and I entered the study, we heard an odd noise. At first, I just assumed it had to do with the lockdown mechanism starting. But as it turns out, the noise might have been... Oh no, it's happening again. The curse is hitting me. It's midnight. This noise might have very well been what started it. Trap door. Trap, secret passage. So was the so-called noise. The noise was nothing else then the trapdoor at the other end of the room closing. Wait, are you saying when we entered the room, there was a brief moment where both the door and trapdoor were opened? That's exact. I doubt the trapdoor was held by much, though. Shutting the door behind us must have been enough to make it properly close all the way. But most importantly, all of that makes one thing clear. The reason the study shut us in when the door was closed is because the trapdoor had still been open since yesterday night. I think I'm a little lost in the narrative here. The curse strikes at 12. I'm a little lost in the mechanics of the door, but I'm following, kinda. I guess this does resolve the conundrum we had earlier about whether or not Failboat reached the study. It seemed he did, and yet somehow was killed before getting in. Perhaps the lockdown activation method had to do with how he moved the handle. A button could have done it too. The important part is, Failboat got close enough to enable it and open his trap door. And yet, I see, follow up from last night. So only Failboat knew how to activate it. So Failboat activated it, opened the trap door, popped down. And then that was still left open. Closing the door closed both things. In the act of closing the door, it like knocked the trap door closed, I guess, is what my understanding is. And yet we're currently discussing his murder. Goodness gracious, there's just mystery after mystery in this thing. Erica does make a point. Since Failboat had to have activated the security system before he died, what prevented him from breaching the study? I'm sorry, I'm a little lost in what they just said there. Let me understand what's going on here. Do I have any more clues about that? At the moment, I'm not sure. So, what's our timeline, detective? Our timeline, let's see. Well, from what we know, Banger, Failboat, sometime in between last night and this morning, went downstairs while everyone was asleep. Everyone but one person. This person followed and approached Failboat and offered him a poison drink, which we know Failboat refused. Failboat must have sensed something was off, and so he went to the library. His goal? Discreetly entering a secret room accessible from there and hiding inside until we can only assume help arrived. He must have figured the killer wouldn't follow him immediately, given the library was supposed to be a dead end. Unfortunately, he couldn't have been more wrong. The killer sneaked up on him, grabbing a random book from the immense shelves and clobbering Failboat on the head with it. Failboat was down. Excuse me. The killer likely brought back Failboat to the main room, tied him, and prepared to shoot him. We still haven't figured out why he got tied first, have we? Unfortunately not. But going off by logic, it would make sense the murderer wanted to have a word with him first. Well, I mean, how does that work? Because he already knocked me out. Were you trying to wake me up first? Or anyway, I believe this is where the trapdoor we found causes a divergence in our story. Failboat had to have tried opening it. Clearly couldn't have on his first way through. I mean, this couldn't have been when he died. Yeah, I mean, the narrative is a little weird here, right? Because we go into the in her story, I went into the library, tried to open a trapdoor on the ceiling, and then go up to it, and then activate something in the room? I don't understand that. I think we're thinking about it backwards. I think we went down from there. I guess there is a ladder in the bar, which I don't know why that's there, but anyway. How would he have gotten up there? I can kind of jump. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a tall man. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah? Now what? Uh-huh. Enough said. We've already scaled me to bullet speed. Now we can scale me to ceiling height. Did I do a pull-up? No. Failboat had to have tried opening it, but clearly couldn't have on his first way through, meaning this couldn't have been when he died. A bruise on the back of the head could never measure up to an actual poison running through your veins, after all. Failboat likely used the little time he had to somehow undo his bindings and darted once more for the library. This is where the killer first shot Failboat. A shot that they would miss, going straight through one of their bean bags and hitting the wall behind. Failboat continued his run, and this time reached the trap door. He activated the system and almost entered the room. I don't understand the activating the system. Like on my iPhone 5G? Like what? How did I activate the system? I assume that would have been a computer thing. Like, I ran to the room, pressed a button on my phone, activated it. I don't know, that part's not lining up. But something
This story
happened.
is a bit loose.
For some unknown reason, Failboat never was able to reach said room. And then the killer tied him. Again, brought him back, and shot him for good. Correct? This is what I assumed for a long time. Yes, especially with Windcar's testimony. But the more we talked here, the more I came to wonder. Do we have any proof that this is really where he died? What? I mean, Windcar discovered the body in the main room, did he not? Where Windcar discovered the body doesn't really matter here. What I'm asking is, do we know where Failboat really was murdered? I suppose you could be right. I suppose I was in a hurry this morning when I found the body. I mean, first things first. Could it have been in the basement? Or if he was even murdered? The rope binding him could have already been undone before the rope binding him could have already been undone before I cut it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, gotcha. Then, what you mean is, I think I now know where Failboat's life really ended. Oh, sorry. I didn't understand that was a cue there. Why here of all places? It's because, sorry, I didn't, hold on. What's happening? Oh, I see what's going on here. I can't select the basement, which is interesting. Okay, my actual brain, hold on. It goes entryway, main room, library, the bar, bathroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, I believe. I mean, I'll say library just to advance it. Failboat died right here in the library. Okay. Something tells me this dialogue was meant to be done in the library. That's funny. This is preposterous. If Failboat truly was killed in the library, it would definitely have left a trace. The floor is carpeted, after all. How would the killer have gotten rid of all the blood before morning? And then maybe they used something to hide it. Oh, okay. This is a quite a unique thing here. Man, this is wild. There's so many bookshelves. I mean, let's start with the rug. It's simple. Really, Aya's right. The killer could never have gotten rid of the blood before morning came. Even if they did manage to clean it to remove odor, the splatter of blood would have been instantly noticeable. So what the killer did? What the killer did was simple. They simply got something to cover it. Did I move? Then wait for the music to kick in. Something to cover it. Then pray tell, Navis, what did they use? They used another carpet. Another carpet? It immediately struck me as odd the first time I saw it. To be honest, who would put a carpet on top of an already carpeted flooring? I'm not gonna lie, I'm an idiot. Didn't strike me as weird. I just thought I was super freaking vain. I scoffed it off as bad interior design. but quickly got distracted by the myriad of other clues left in the library. It wasn't until I went upstairs that something came to me. A familiar... Oh! That didn't come to me, but hey, you know what? I knew there was going to be something involved there. That's crazy. Okay. A familiar shape amongst the dust as if something had been moved recently, perhaps. Oh! Not gonna lie, that's a good lie. That's a good lie. I didn't get that one at all. Are you saying that the killer went upstairs at some point? It appeared they did. I couldn't understand why the carpet was moved at first, but it seems obvious now. It was to hide where the murder truly happened. Incredible. Why would they go through all the trouble? Isn't it obvious by now? The killer wanted to trick us. Perhaps they didn't want us finding out about their secret room, or they just wanted the murder to appear much simpler than it actually was. Why does everyone keep saying simple like that? Then, if we take off that carpet, we should find the blood of the deceased. Exactly. So, finish off. Failboat, for some unknown reason, unable to enter the study. Though he did engage its mechanism, found himself cornered. Jesus Christ! Thought that should try to kill me! Why are the sound effects so loud sometimes? It scared the hell out of me. I was like slouching in my... I was getting all relaxed and chill. God damn. Killer shot him and that was that. The killer then discreetly came back upstairs and picked up a carpet from the unused guest room at the end of the hallway. Once downstairs, they covered up where Failboat died in the library before tying him up once more and moving him back to the central room. This is how the murder of Failboat happened. Or so I think. This adds up pretty well, I must say. Yeah. Feels like we're actually getting closer to solving this mystery. How so? What? I said how so? Where did any of this lead us? Not to be ever the pessimist, but anyone could have done any of this, could they not? Someone came out at night, carried out their evil scheme, and later hid the silencer upstairs. But did finding out what the scheme was advance us in any way towards finding who carried it out? I guess not. Makes a point. And as far as I'm concerned, we still have one giant red arrow pointing toward who could have held the murder weapon. I can't deny his claims. Do we really have no more information on who carried out the murder? As a matter of fact, we do. It's the first piece of evidence Nevis brought up. Was everything we did here useless then? Please don't say that. We all did a marvelous job at figuring out how the murder was carried out. I'm sure the police will be overjoyed to know how she acted out everything. Erica being the killer. Is this really how this ends? Erica, that was really ingenious, but you made one fatal mistake by letting Navis investigate your room. But it's over now. We finally found out who. Nice JoJo pose. I also like the diamond buttons. Didn't clock that at first. That's great. You're wrong. What? You're absolutely preposterously wrong. Will you stop running your mouth for just a minute? Erica couldn't have done it. Of that, I'm sure. What makes you so certain? Jojo. I was the one who greeted her at the beginning of the party. I would have noticed. I would have instantly noticed it if she was carrying something like that. You would have noticed it? Of course. I'm a reputable butler after all. I'm positive Erica couldn't have had that silencer on her. But didn't you, oh no, is the audio getting crunchy? Oh, apologies. Oh, man, this music's banging. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna let the audio, hold on, let me mute the game for a second. Let me let the audio, like, work itself out. Sorry about that, everybody. Surprised that's not fixed by now. Anyway, so like, my wonder, he just said he didn't check the bags. He said he did not check her bag. So that's weird to suddenly 180 his opinion there. A positive Erica couldn't have had that silencer on her. Why though? I thought that was the entire point, is that you said you didn't check her bag. I have to agree with Aya here, Windcar. This isn't very convincing. There we go. What about Erica's purse? Didn't you confirm earlier that you never looked inside of it? She still could have been easily carrying the silencer in there, could she have not? No, I didn't see the inside. It wasn't there. Oh, I did see the inside. Whoa, 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 hold on. You're losing me here. Going back on your word, are you? Unless you went to inspect it without telling anyone. A very unbutlery. Very unbutlery that would have been of you, though. You really stooped that low. Yes. I was able to see a number of things yesterday through the manor's security room. I saw the itinerary of most everyone yesterday, but none of it was abnormal. And I saw when Erica opened her purse alone in the bar last night, and nothing out of place was inside it. It is a small red purse with a single opening point and no hidden compartment. She could have had hid anything from us in there. The manor's security room. Yes, within about this big, security cameras are an imperative. Well, that's helpful. What? There was such a thing as this? Why did we never check the cameras then? We'd immediately see who the killer was. I'm sorry to say, but most of the footage from yesterday night was corrupted, I'm afraid. Well, there's my manners. That does make sense. What? Most of? What is that supposed to mean? Was it recorded as a MP4 file? You recorded MP4, not MKV? Maybe you should at least go to the experimental hybrid MP4. And then even if OBS crashed, it would have been totally fine. Oh, dummy, this would have been Failboat in the past. We chose to record with MP4 encoding. Dummy. The entire evening is intact, I suppose, but up until we all left to rest. The yapper. But the feeds cut a bit afterward. I'm not entirely sure if someone tampered with the cameras or if it is simply misfortune. Should I assume that we were never made aware of it for the same reason as the trapdoor in the library? That would be correct. The what? Excuse me? Okay, but in that case, how did the silencer get in Erica's room then? Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to add on to Aya's accusation of Erica. But we still don't have a clue, do we? Erica not carrying it in, might innocent her. But it is somehow, it still somehow ended up in her room. How come? You said you didn't see anything abnormal during the party, Windcar. Should we assume that means you didn't see anyone else sneak in her room either? The curse. That would be correct. Then when did the silencer get inside Erica's room? I think I might have an idea, actually. You do. I do. You do. You do. To be obvious, there should be one silencer that slid behind Erica's desk. And it was. Wait, none of these are the... What? Oh, actually, none of these are related to what I thought. It's going to be the window, but like... Windcar wasn't looking. You couldn't track that. When the killer got the carpet. I mean, that was after when everyone was in bed, which makes the most sense. Or the guests arrived. This one, I don't know, this one could be multiple things. Let's say when the killer got the carpet. The killer went the carpet upstairs, precisely. With everything that we gathered, it sounds like the most obvious option, at least. It was the only time the killer was known to be truly alone, and according to Windcar, the camera stopped working at that point. Good point. I can't be certain whether or not it was planned in advance, but I'm sure the killer saw it as a perfect opportunity to incriminate someone else. It's not like they would have needed to use their gun again at this point either. Ah, good point. Right, yes. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Why you wouldn't have done it beforehand? That logic makes a lot of sense. But, how did they do that? And then entering her room would have made sort of at a point, looking up that by that Erica. What Sasha says is true. Definitely will look up or can walk close to me. Then how could someone suppose the silence behind Erica's desk assuming it wasn't her? She opened a window! So the killer in the room. Come on, Davis, as we get started. No, I got the speed run. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Wait, actually, I'm sorry. This is actually new dialogue. Sorry. Hold on. Let me reread that again. One more try. It's obvious by now the only intent the killer could have put the silencer in anyone's room was last night after they committed the murder. They went up to get the spare carpet, covered up the bloodstain. Music. God damn. I need the OST for this game. Someone's got to send it to me. For the murder they had committed, and that's when they noticed their opportunity, a perfect chance to put the blame on someone else. But something doesn't happen, whatever. So waking her up. Is there a chance someone could have come in from outside the manor? I find it unlikely. The windows of the guest rooms are far too small for anyone to fit through, and throwing it through the ground, I'm sure many considers. Wait, hold on. This is actually important. Throwing it from the ground would surely have consisted of far too great a risk from the killer. Well, we have a ladder. Then the killer must have been in the hall to get in. Perhaps they threw it or rolled it in, yes, but opening the door wouldn't have made too much noise. Holy Zosh out of the question, though, in the middle of the night like that, throwing the silencer would have been too much noise walking in, and yet, I didn't hear a single thing, as if they did, I would have woken up instantly, but somehow they prevented you from doing so. So to prevent Erica from waking up, are you implying they're going to poison her, like I have been? That's unlikely. If that were the case, I'm sure Navis would have already found something to prove it. Then, how did the murderer get the false evidence in? We're gonna add random lore just tapped in. I think like Metopia Erica would probably be too like rage induced for like you have to use like elephant tranquilizers to get her to go to bed. She's too familiar with like medicinal or like magical healing methods and such like that, and you know, your body builds up crazy immunities if you have magical healing methods plus like barbarian strength. You need some strong drugs to take her out. Unless something else prevented you from doing so. She has to knock herself out. That's gotta be like, she's gotta wanna be like, she's gotta be like accepting, like, what's like the Lexapro, or is it like Lexapro, whatever that you take to like go to bed? Damn, she needs to like take an uncomfortable amount of that for like her normal dosage. Okay. Poison turd. Okay, now we've gone too far. Okay, how do you get the murder, get the false evidence in? Spare carpet. Okay, is it the final dialogue? Got it. Window. I hardly think that's relevant to anything we've been saying. What? Insanity. Insanity. All right. Highly unlikely. Throw you off the ground. Okay, well, we have a hidden ladder. What? Curious, this has to be in the hall. I'm starting to get a little brain fuzzed. Killer must have been in the hall to get in. Oh, yeah, the missing. No, that's missing glass. Sorry, that was a misclick. Hall to get in. Nope. Oh, hold on. Next one. Wait, what's he saying again? Only opening the door. Because too much noise. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Okay. Another test. All right. In the hall. Whoops. Back two. Okay, back. Oh, no. I'm cooked. Do good menuing here. Erica's window. Okay, I'm cooked. Yeah, you're slouching. Yeah, I was trying to Starting to fuzz. Outside the room, Aya. Solvemaxxing. Erica didn't hear the noise the door made. Yeah, but I think it's more of a... I think that's like her like, she would notice if someone like crept up on her vibes versus like going about the house kind of vibes. Oh, that is weird though. Then they say that the windows are too small for anyone to fit in. Yeah, but you could open it and like drop a thing. But the silencer on the doorknob. Open window with wind is loud. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, she was the one who opened it, if I'm not mistaken. Teleported the silencer. Ooh. Wind was really loud. Even though it's windy outside. Wait, I'm sorry. Apparently, Erica decided to open her window last night after going to her room, even though it was windy outside. Sorry, hold on. Maybe she didn't open the window. Sorry, hold on. Point of order there. The killer would have been able to sneak up to Erica's room. Sorry. Let me read this right. The killer would never have been able to sneak up to Erica's room as she slept without waking her up. Okay? The chance the sailor get from outside the manor. Well, I used window on here, I believe. Highly unlikely, the windows in the guest rooms are far too small to fit through. Weird, but okay, hold on. I might as well try window here. Okay, I'm starting to get lost here. Ladder on Aya. I think I tried this. I thought I tried both of these there. I'm starting to kind of run in circles here. I guess try hidden ladder and window on everyone here. Oh yeah. Window on highly unlikely wheated car. Thought we did. Where's window? Okay, no. Let me try it on that one. Ladder open window is all I can think of. Window on Erica. Let me go backwards. See? I like Erica or Nevis would have already found that proof elsewhere. I could just be like, aha! I got you! I don't know what I'm doing! Windows are too small again, I guess, but I think only with the wind. I'd rather get the false evidence in. With the silencer. Is that not related? And that's the end of it. Somehow, last night, the killer found a way to place their silencer in Erica's room. That's a clue somehow as to how they achieved this. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired. I've already said that. mentally, I'm kind of fuzzed. Missing glass poisoned Erica, knocked her out, but no, I mean, like, hold on. I mean, I'll play the game, but it just feels weird that the window wasn't have. Window on I wouldn't have woken up. Oh, okay, hold on. Advance too far. I'll send it. Maybe because there's wind? Okay. Alright, it's because there's windy outside. I see what's going on here. Okay. There we go. And we're back. Wrong button. And we're back. Thank you for the rate. And we're back. Here we go. There we go. This is it. I've got it. Oh, so, Erica, you keep saying that you would have instantly woken up if you heard a thing. That goes against something else I know. Like, for one, that even during the reported oh boy, the curse. Even during the reportedly very windy weather of last night, you slept with your window open. What? But then Erica wouldn't have been able to sleep at all. Aha! No, my window was open, sure, but I was able to fall asleep. I suppose my brain just started tuning it out after some time. Is that so? Then, wouldn't it be possible to assume that it would have also turned out any quieter sound than what you were already hearing? Maybe? I don't know. Now I think we're kind of pushing logic. Anyway, like, let's say a metallic silencer rolling from your slightly ajar door. Yeah, but it got behind the dresser, right? Yeah, I don't know if that's how our brains process that. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it have been like... Also, thank you very much, Crummy Song, for the raid.
It does.
Yeah. It rolled far, I guess. Yeah, but no. It, like, got behind the dresser. At least in the sprite, but I'm not sure if that's... Anyway, could have rolled there. That's a straight line. Yeah, but wasn't it like, okay, dresser, window, and like behind it? Didn't it get behind a leg or something? Was it underneath it or behind a leg? Okay, if it's underneath, then fair enough. I would have heard no. What? This is preposterous. But it checks out, doesn't it? What if the window hadn't been open? What if Erica decided to close it? Does this murderer take that into account too? They couldn't have, actually. Or maybe they targeted the only room they heard noise coming from? I doubt where the silencer ended up mattered much to them, as long as it was in their room, but I believe it's hardly relevant now. There we have it then. This is how the silencer found itself in Erica's room this morning. You want some more? This is how the entire murder likely was carried out last night. I must concede your theory makes sense. I suppose so, yes. Stupendous reasoning, Navis! Is that even a word? Stupendous? I'm not sure what they actually said. Yo, do we have a Luca Rico raid? I have to click out of the window. There we go. Hello, Luca Rico Raiders. We guys talking about D&D? We have a Lucario raid. You know it, yes? I'd love to. Clip me a good moment or two from that. I'll watch it later. All right. Regardless, it's true everything you said seems to line up, Navis. Not to rain on everyone's parade, but if our discussion here is coming to a close, I have a question to ask. Go ahead, Sasha. What's on your mind? Well, you see, where did any of us... where did that... Oh my god, the curse. Where did any of that get us, really? Are we not back at square one again? On the identity of the killer? Is that true? Oh, we did nothing but running in a pointless circle this entire time? No, we discovered a lot of things. You never get to raid you, never stream this late. Yeah, it's definitely something I did not expect to be streaming this long for. But hey, 3 hours of this is crazy. Now we discovered a lot of things. I'm sure something we talked about has to hint towards who the killer is. There has to be something. I think you're wrong, Sasha. I think you're wrong, Sasha. That's Karina. Oh? What relevant information have we learned from all this, if I could ask? Well, for one, we learned from Windcar that this mansion has a security room somewhere. Oh! If Windcar told the truth, the footage of the murder itself should be unavailable, but I firmly believe there is something to be found in there somehow. The security room, huh? I would prefer you not enter that room. It isn't suited for visitors. Suited? What do you mean by that? And this is the only solid lead we have to go on. You can't refuse us now, Windcar. I have to agree. It would make you appear highly suspicious. Fine. I will lead you there. There's a hidden door upstairs leading to it. I will access the main computer there and allow you to see as much of the film as you want. Though I doubt you will find anything worth the effort there. That's good by me. I'm sure Navis will be able to scout something. Won't you, Nev? Won't you? Huh? Me? Yeah, sure I will. I mean, there's only one way I can be certain of it, isn't there? I suppose. If we are to be done here, then I'll lead the way. I'll be waiting in front of Failboat's room. I'll see you all there. A little bounce animation. So, that was what you had in mind. And what would you be talking about? Your behavior seemed strange to me from the moment we began discussing. You didn't really care about being accused. You were just trying to get someone to cough up information to accuse you, weren't you not? Or in this case, trying to defend you, as Windcar did. It worked in the end, so I can't really blame you, but you don't have to do everything yourself, Erica. The others are waiting upstairs, Navis. Let's not make them wait. She's never going to admit it, but Erica cares a lot more about everyone here than she wants to let on, doesn't she? Well, she isn't wrong. Everyone should be waiting upstairs. Better get to it, Navis. Yippee, I can move again. And immediately save and quit. There, that was good. That was good. Let me go upstairs just to get some new music in here. That was good. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm not going to lie. God, dude, this is awesome. So tomorrow I will be streaming. I do not know when. I apologize. I got work to do tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the last proper day before the Switch 2 drops. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be kind of locked in on that very shortly. So, and I'll be doing Deltarune on Wednesday. So, probably like anywhere from like 4 to 6 p.m.-ish. Probably. I don't want to do it late. So probably I will be streaming by about 4 to 5 to 6, something like that. Deltarune tomorrow. Almost. Tomorrow is literally second to last day, actually. Yeah, but like, I mean, in the sense of I'm only gonna sleep 2 more times before the Switch comes out. So you know how it is. My wonderful live chat. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time for whatever I feel like doing. Well, it'll be this. It'll be tomorrow. Woo! Fantastic work to the devs on this one. I'm very tired. Thank you all for watching. Till next time for Failboat. And thank you guys all for the raids. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Sorry, I clicked out of the window. Scatter!